Hey everyone, it's Flynn Patrick once again, and in this video we will be releasing the number 49 player in the NBA for 2017-2018. I am super excited to talk about this guy, and this player very low-key had the best season of his career so far this past season. So let's get right to it. The number 49 player in the NBA for 2017-2018 is going to be Ricky Rubio of the Utah Jazz. This was a really interesting year for this guy. He had a different role in Utah than he did in Minnesota previously, so let's talk about that. His role in Minnesota was to be a distributor, and he was still in that role in Utah, but Utah relied on him more for scoring as well, which is interesting because Ricky Rubio hasn't really been known to be a big-time scorer in the past. While his efficiency, I feel, does still need to improve, he made big improvements in this area of his game this past season to where now he is actually a somewhat respectable scorer for a point guard. He shot career highs in field goal percentage and three-point percentage, shooting 42% from the field and 35% from the three-point line, which again, I do still feel that he needs to improve on this area of his game, but he did improve from when he was in Minnesota, and it wasn't too long ago where Ricky Rubio was pretty much considered a joke as a scorer. So now that he's actually a respectable scorer to go along with the other positive areas of his game, that was a big step. He was also durable, only missing 5 games this past season. That helped him crack the top 50, and there were some really solid games as well, such as a 34.9 assist game versus San Antonio in February. There were at least 4 games this past season where Ricky Rubio scored at least 30 points in a game, which when he was in Minnesota, you would have never guessed that to be the case at all. And he did get injured in the playoffs, but before that, he was actually pretty solid there. I mean, this dude put up a triple-double in Game 3 of the first round, straight up against Russell Westbrook, putting up 26 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists, making a big-time name for himself. I would for sure say that although he did get injured halfway through the playoffs, his playoff performance did help him crack the top 50 of this list. And I remember the hype on this guy as a young point guard coming out of Spain. I remember watching him in the 2008 Summer Olympics, and it is crazy to think that Ricky Rubio is still only 27 years old. And this upcoming year will be the final year of a 4-year contract where he will be making $15 million. Considering where he is ranked, that is pretty good value, and he has pretty good trade value as well. But with his type of play and the fit he is in Utah, I absolutely can see Utah signing him to an extension, potentially even the max. Overall, it was a very, very solid season for Ricky Rubio, and I would say by far it was the best season of his career. He finished in the top 50 NBA players. He will be 28 years old all of next season, and if he can continue to progress, especially in terms of shooting efficiency, this is a player who could move up this list even next season. Congrats to Mr. Rubio on cracking our top 50. My name is Flynn Patrick. We will be back with the number 48 player shortly.